showing you guys we're talking about the concepts of what I want you guys to work on, because now we're going to be working going to the inside of the knife, going to the outside of the knife, different variations that could happen and so forth. Now, what the camera don't know, you guys viewing the video, right? Everyone in this room has been with me years, okay? So when you're doing self-protection skills, self-defense techniques and things like that, you shouldn't have to do self-defense. You shouldn't have to train years as martial arts training and sharpening and maintaining yourself as a weapon. But anybody should be able to learn to protect themselves. So what we're doing today is the basic nuts and bolts of that. It's not anything fancy. So let's go to this side over here, just thinking we could talk about this. So when this comes in, when they're coming in with the stab, again, you have to get out of line of attack, right? The only way this knife can hurt me if I am in its strike range. Its strike range is going to be roughly halfway between the wrist and the elbow, which is here, to the end of the knife. And the reason that's a clean strike range is because, go ahead and bring your elbow to your ribs. Just bring your elbow into your ribs. See where we're at now? So push it back out again. There's the wrist, there's the elbow, bring the elbow back in. Yeah, see? That's the strike range. Go back out. There we go, good. So I want to make sure that I'm inside this range if I'm going to be defending against a knife, because even if he retracts the weapon, I'm not going to feel the brunt of this retraction of him driving that into my skin. So we want to be able to deflect Makura Uke, bringing the inside of the arm to us, because if I deflect, go ahead and pull it in. Yeah, see, like that, he could still cut the outside, but if that happens, I need to move, again, go ahead and do it again. I need to move forward and come in, right? Because I don't want to do this, pull it back, come forward, like that's going to happen. We don't want that to happen. So if you're going to engage, you have to realize where's the distance, how deep do you get into the arm to be able to do that. So the first thing is get out of line of attack. If it's an edged weapon, you have no way of evasion. You have to engage. Get out of the line of the initial line of attack. Force the individual to change the direction of what they're doing. You are the target, which means you know the direction they will be cutting. If I'm here and I go this way, he's not going to cut that fucking way, right? He's going to follow you. So if you are moving, you know where the cut is going to be coming from. So we're here, I get out of line of attack. I want to make sure I cover up with Makura Uke. I want my hands very similar to that triangle position, so even if he cinches tight like this, if my hands are here, I can still cut through that opening and control and get whatever I need to get, right? So we're here. I want to move out of line of attack. Get inside the attacking distance of the weapon. Makura Uke, cut through and control, 2-on-1 concept. Now, if I go to the outside, come in again, I go to the outside, I cut here. I want to move inside the elbow. I cut through here, I spin through. And again, the same concept, being able to push him down this way, lock the arm, and then do what we need to do to secure this and then move. We do not need to do fancy-ass wrist locks. We do not need to do fancy-ass disarms. Your life is on the line. You're not going to score more fucking points because you happen to get the knife out of their hand. All you need to do is not have them attack you. Your job is to protect yourself against the attack. If you hurt them to the point where they can't attack you, then you have done defended yourself. Taking their knife away from them, although is a good thing, I'm not saying don't disarm, but I'm not going to say sit there and put yourself in harm's way to disarm. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's look at a couple of concepts. I'm going to go to the inside. So he comes in, I push here, right? This time, instead of throwing an elbow shot like I did with the edged weapons, maybe I'm going to take my hand and I'm going to claw into the eyes and claw into that face that way like that. And then I can sweep it out this way and then break into the ribs this way and punch into the, like this. You know, it's like that old like that Karate Kid scene, like if they can't see, they can't fight, right? Well, this is totally true. So there are certain things that you guys want to make sure that you do that will always create pain. You always can kick to the groin, and you can always strike to the eyes. If you kick to the groin and it's legitimate, you're going to create pain. Now, if you do that, if they're high or they're drunk or whatever, they don't always feel pain as much. So even though you might get a really good clean kick to the groin, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to stop coming after you, especially if they're heightened on drugs. So, but if you strike into the eyes and you disable them from seeing, you will be able to impede that attack for at least a little while, right? So again, let's look at this concept. I'm going to go to the inside. He comes in, here, I strike. taking him down, striking to the ribs, and then I'm out this way. Let's go to the outside. If I'm here and he comes in, I push this way. No, there's that Makura. Look how deep that attack is there. I'm going to come again, go ahead, and pop, I strike into the eyes. I step across, I strike into the groin, I push him down this way. And I strike that way, and then I'm out. And this is another way of you attacking that groin to finish the attack, yeah? All right.